And there we go, there is my tray bake all decorated and stuff like that. Like I said, they didn't rise much at all really.
Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go.
Everyone, and welcome to today's vlog. Hope you're all okay. Yeah, we've been off to school absolutely fine this morning. Sammy's got swimming. I made sure he's got his kit. It wasn't last week, it must have been the week before. He actually forgot it. And lucky, I said my mum's off now because obviously my mum's retired. She ran me in so I could take it off to him because again he absolutely loves swimming. But I didn't. I made sure, said this morning, I said, look, you got your PE kit, you got your swimming kit, where's your swimming kit? And yeah, he actually picked it up, so that's pretty good. So yeah, he'll look forward to that as well. We are going to definitely try and take him back again on the Sunday afternoon, like the local disability group. But saying that though, because it doesn't start till 3 o'clock if you do the sports, or 4 o'clock if you do the swimming. It's like you find things in the daytime to occupy yourself, but then when it gets to that particular time, it's like you're too tired or stuff like that. If it was in the morning, we'd definitely no issue. But we do say during like the summer holidays, we'll go back to there, because in the afternoons every day they have like the fun and theme sessions, which the kids absolutely love. I know we have been there loads and loads of times, but the thing is, we introduced Ben to the spa bath, and basically he'll spend down in the spa bath if you let him. So yeah, it's going to be quite interesting when we go to Splash Water World. That means how it gets on there and stuff, especially with, because apparently they've changed the swimming times or something, because before it used to be free flow, but now they're put back to the sessions again like they've done during COVID. So hope, fingers crossed, it's just for now, and then when they get back to the summer holidays, it'll be back to the free flow thing. Because again, with Splash Water World, you could spend anything up to 2 hours in there, if not longer. But then again, when you've got 5 different pools and stuff, doing all different activities, obviously they've got the normal pool, they've got the wave pool, they've got that little splash pool, stuff like that. But yeah, it is such a really cool water park, that one is. But anyway, yeah, so back to today, obviously. Like I said, Ben went off absolutely fine, so I put his helmet on. He started doing this a little bit. He hates wearing that helmet, he really does, but he has to wear it for travel. Obviously short journeys, when I'm in the back with him, he doesn't wear it, so I don't know if it might be worth liaising with school and like the travel company, see if they want to start risking him without him wearing that. The only problem is it does actually protect his hair, because when he does do that of a force, he will actually hurt himself. A few times he's actually given himself a black eye, and he even perforated his eardrum once just by doing that constantly. But like I said, it isn't so bad as what he used to be, which is one good thing. So yeah, so hopefully, fingers crossed, they have good days. Yeah, like I said, he was happy and giggly in that anyway. So, but yeah, at least it stopped raining as well. That's one good thing. When we got up this morning, it was absolutely tipping it down with rain. And I'm going to narrate, oh, do I put them back in there, keep them in their shorts, or put them back into their trousers? Sam said he wanted to wear his shorts, but I have put jogging bottoms in their bags, just in case they do get too cold and stuff. So yeah, I've also put my washing out as well, so hopefully, fingers crossed, it will dry. I have sent messages to Stephen saying, oh, when you're home, if it's raining, you fix my washing in, which she will do anyway. So yeah, so hopefully, fingers crossed, it will get a good old dry as well. It's only like the towels and the rest of the sheets. Obviously want to change the boys' beds over as well, so definitely going to do our bed one day this week probably as well. So yeah, really, like I said, I got myself my good old trusty cup of tea. Again, when I got up this morning, even though it was a normal time, by the time I got around to drinking my tea, it was cold. So yeah, you kind of drink a cold cup of tea, can you? So, but yeah, and I'm also waiting for a phone call from Vision Express. last week I had my eyes tested, like a random 2-year check. And believe it or not, my eyes have actually got better, believe it or not, which just seems strange, doesn't it? So, but even though, because it's only one line, but they still advised me to get new glasses and stuff like that, so which is fair enough, yeah. I'm quite surprised they haven't been ready, because I remember before they used to be ready in the hour, but I don't know if they don't do them on site anymore. So yeah, hope fingers crossed I can get them. They weren't too bad, actually, to be honest, if you're price, really. One thing they did recommend me doing though was having like a UV filter on my lenses, because obviously I don't wear sunglasses. So, but anyway, yeah, I'm going to drink my tea now and then get on with doing a little bit of work. Need to do dishwasher again. I'm not going to put it on just in case it floods. I'll load it and then get Stephen to do that a bit later on. I need to make the boys' beds. And then, yeah, I can chill out for a little bit. And then this afternoon, I did say I was going to make a little tray bake cake for Ben as well, so I'll probably do that when I come home from work for him. So yeah, so I'm just about to make the tray bake thing now for Ben. Same for Ben, but we'll probably all eat it as well. Yes, I've got my little container here. It's one of those ones, so I'll put some greaseproof paper on that in a second. Yeah, so basically what you need is obviously some flour. Again, you see I'm using a gluten-free self-raising flour. I've got some baking powder as well, so I can put that in to make it rise. Got my butter here for, like I said, for the cakes as well. Got some caster sugar here, and also got my eggs. I thought I had some icing sugar, but I can't seem to find any in the cupboard. So what I'm going to do is once I've cooked it, just pop to the local shop. It's only 5 minutes away. Get some icing sugar then. That can do something then when it's cooling. And then for the top, obviously got some pink and white marshmallows there. And then over here, I've got some of the hundreds and thousands to go on the top. Also got my Very Magic cake release spray stuff. Yeah, absolutely love this stuff, and it works really wonders. Doesn't look like I've got much left of it, to be honest with you. So yes, first of all I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna pop online, get my recipe. I think it's just a normal basic standard recipe, to be honest with you. And then obviously then it'd be a nice little pudding then for Ben. And that should probably last him a few days then as well. Yeah, so in my bowl there you can see I've got 300 grams of butter, which is softly melted. Not actually melted, but softened. And then also I've got 300 grams of self-raising flour. I have added a teaspoon of baking powder to that as well. So yes, what I'm going to do is put this on now, mix it together until it all goes nice and soft. So yeah, this is the mix that I got for my birthday 3 years ago, and I have to say it is absolutely amazing. I do love this one. It comes with 3 or 4 different attachments as well, but I tend to use this one here. So yeah, you can see that's all nicely quick, and it's amazing how quick this one actually works. Really, you can see that's all nicely softened just there. So if I turn that one off, like that, and if I lift that one up, push that up, if it's safe to work, you can see how nicely softened that is now. So next I need to add 6 eggs, believe it or not. So let's have my eggs. Yeah, so I'm just about to add my 6 eggs all into there like so. And every time I make cakes, every time I add an egg, I always like to add a tablespoon of flour as well. I don't know if you're supposed to or not, but I always like to do it. I always remember when I used to do like cooking at school, that's what my home economics teacher always used to say to me. Every time you add an egg, you always add a tablespoon of flour as well. So it's something that's always stuck. So that's 3, 4, there we go, 5 and 6. That's it, and I push that down again. One you will push down. I'm going to try to do this one-handed now actually. Okay, so I'll give this a go. I'm not going to whisk it for hard and so fast as I did last time, so because I don't want it to curdle or nothing like that, but I think it's going to do that now actually. Yeah, never mind. And then what I'm going to do now is add the rest of the flour spoon by spoon, and then once I've done that I'm going to give a good old whisk by hand a little bit as well, so I can get all the air bubbles back into the cake mixture. So yes, let's grab the bowl. Like so. Lift this back up again, and then I'll add the cake. Here we go. That's it, lifted that up. Add the cake, add the flour. Only problem is, I find with gluten-free flour is it's I could get a flour dust everywhere. I think it's because, like I said, there's no elasticity in the actual flour, because obviously there's no gluten in there anyway as well. So yeah, put that on there. Well, it's made a bit of a mess with flour. Whoops, a daisy. Yeah, so I better wipe it up just a second actually. But yeah, you want to give this a good old whisk for a second, and then put it back in the cake tin. And as you can see, this is all about like the flour dust everywhere. But yeah, so that looks really nice on them actually. Obviously, I am gonna get all the bits around the sides and stuff. But yeah, you can see even the lick of the bowl out, because I know he loves to hit the bowl out. Comment down below if you love to do that. So yeah, so that's coming on really, really nicely actually. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I've got enough to fill up this big little container for him, little tray. Again, it's actually the grill pan, but like I said, I've got greaseproof paper on it. It should be fine. I need to go back to probably the range or somewhere like that and actually get some more cooking things, because I used to love cooking, believe it or not. I was always constantly cooking every week and things like that, and doing all bits and pieces, and I had my issue with my health and things like that, and I just stopped. I just lost all my confidence and motivation. But now I'm going to start doing it again, because everybody says they miss my cake, so I'm going to give this one a go and then probably start cooking once a week or so. But yeah, there we go. Lift that back up again. Here we go. Look at that. It looks really, really nice, that does, doesn't it? So yeah, I'm going to get this off from here now, give it a good old mix, and then yeah, we'll get cooking. So yeah, as you can see, this is what my cake mixture is like. So just getting in the rest of the flour and the mixture where the little things couldn't get to. So yeah, I was actually going to put some chocolate powder and make it chocolate, but I actually found, can you find some of that chocolate stuff? Yeah, I actually found, believe it or not, the Cadbury's chocolate icing in the cupboard, so I can put that on the top. And I thought chocolate sponge with chocolate icing might be too much. Don't you think so? But yeah, I know the boys will probably like it. But yeah, so anyway, that's that done. Like that there. Just give that cup a bit more mix. Like so, that's it. And then got my tray here, like so, and then basically I'm just going to pull that into there. Look at that nice spongy stuff. There we go. That's it. First time I made a tray bake in ages actually, to be honest with you. It really is. There we go. And obviously I'll leave a little bit left in here so Steve can have a bit of the mixture. Tell you what, it's actually quite thick. I thought it might have been a little bit more runny than this stuff. But he did say you could have milk if you wanted to, but that was optional. So then what I'm going to do is just push it, make sure I get back in to all the corners. That's it. There we go. Look at that. There we go. Oh, hopefully, fingers crossed it should rise. That's just one thing, like I said, with gluten-free stuff, sometimes it doesn't. I know, because in the past, tried to make, I know it's different, tried to make some bread, gluten-free bread, but it hasn't worked very well at all. It's like kind of stodgy and stuff, so I leave that to professionals of bread. But yeah, there we go. I think that's about right about at level, and let's put more back in that corner there. And that's it, and then that goes in the oven then on, just check my recipe and find out it goes on 180 for 35 minutes. So yeah, I've got my cake tester thing, so obviously then when it comes out clear, you know it's done. If it comes out with bits of cake on it, you know it's not done. So yeah, there we go. I should not have that bit down there. I think that's a bit too more. That's it. There we go. That's it. Like I said, then we'll put this in the oven now for 35 minutes, and then we'll come back when it's done, and I'll show you what it's like when it's done, and obviously see what Stephen thinks. So let's have a look. But from the top there. Tastes really, really nice. Again, comment down below who in your house, if you make cakes, licks the bowl out. I know when Ben's here we don't get a chance because he's like yum 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 yum. He stands at the door there as well, and even when I've been cooking and he comes home from school, it's like he can smell cakes. But anyway, yeah, this isn't going to get this cake cooked, so hopefully I'll try and get it iced before he comes in from school as well. Anyway, yeah, so this is what's just left out with the mixture. Let's just can take this into Stephen and see if he wants this. Darling, do you want the bowl? Yeah?
The gunge.
Do you want the gunge out the bowl?
Gunge.
See what you think to that.
Not much gunge left.
I know isn't most of it's gone into the actual the tray. Well, see what you think to that.
Nice gunge.
Have you missed that gunge?
You haven't done any cakes for ages, have you?
I haven't done no cakes for ages, have I? So you gonna let the rest of the bowl out, or shall I stick it in the dishwasher?
It's down with me.
Is that staying with you, the rest of the gunge? I knew it would. So anyway, yeah, should we just sit watching, is it Raw? Or some SmackDown? Well, yeah, because they're over here in Mint, aren't they, this weekend? SmackDown's going to be live for the first time. That's actually going to be live properly tomorrow night, isn't it? And then,
Money in the Bank Saturday.
who do you think's going to win Money in the Bank? Someone's telling me,
It's not really the greatest matches, really.
someone's telling me Finn Balor's going to win it.
He's not even in yet.
No, the Money in the Bank match.
Yeah, Finn Balor's not in the Money in the Bank match.
I thought he was.
Facing Seth Rollins for that title.
Oh, yeah, of course he is, yeah. So here's the Money in the Bank match.
Not real great of a selection, really.
There isn't. Okay, what about the Usos versus Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa?
That'd be Usos, I hope.
I don't know, because I like it's hard because I like the Usos and I like Roman Reigns as well. So I'm gonna be neutral for that one, I think. So, but are Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn over here as well? I think they are, aren't they? But anyway, I'm gonna let you eat the rest of the gunge, alright?
There you go, gunge empty.
You emptied it? I must admit there wasn't much in there actually, was there, to be honest with you? So just put this bit back in here, and you can see my cake is in there. So yes, I hope, fingers crossed, it's going to rise. It's not going to stick. There's plenty of cake release spray and also grease-free paper in it as well. So, and I got my cooling trays out so it can cool and then I can ice it. So yeah, you can see my cake has come out of the oven. Hasn't risen very much though, has it? But then, like I said, gluten-free stuff tend to doesn't. But saying that though, if I put it in a smaller tub thing, smaller tray it might have done.
Gluten-free stuff doesn't rise, does it?
It doesn't, does it, very much. But like I said, it's all come out actually well. Hasn't cracked or nothing. So what I'm going to do is obviously let this cool down, turn it over, and then I can ice it. Like it's only for Ben, for like puddings and stuff for him, isn't it? That's all it is. So then what I'm going to do is I'll chop, once it's all nice and cool and it's iced, I'll chop it up into little squares for him, and I'll put it in this tub for him in the cupboard as well. So it's a bit of, oh yeah, so I let that cool down first. You can see there's a little bit of grease-free paper left on that side, but yeah, I hope, fingers crossed, it'll be cool down before they come home from school, and then Ben can have a piece. So yeah, you can't see my hair, but anyway, yeah, my cake has completely cooled now, so I'm gonna give it a nice, got the Cadbury's chocolate icing, you can see here. It said it's actually, this tub contains enough to ice, to film, and 8-inch cake or 12 cupcakes. So yeah, it should be absolutely fine. It's just a place the icing bag. They use a knife. I suppose that's if you want to use it like for the frosting and things like that. But obviously, it's just to ice the top of this cake. So yeah, hopefully it should be enough. It's got to firm up, turn in the fridge. So yeah, I just kept it in the cupboard. And it is in date as well. So let's see if it does actually taste like Cadbury's fresh, shall we? Let's have a look, see if it is. So it smells like Cadbury's. So you would put my little bit there. So it's like, just tastes like Cadbury's. But anyway, yeah. So I don't think I can need all of it, to be honest with you. If I just do that half for now, just do half of it. So it just looks nice and chocolatey in it, really. Like I said, I'll stick it here, break it up, and then I'll stick it into little things for him. So yeah, there we go. Look at this. I'm sure it's gonna. Actually, I think I probably will need the full tub, actually, to be honest with you. Oh well. There we go. I know it's been a little bit around the edges, but that'll be fine. But yeah, next time I do it, I'll use the smaller tub thing I've got, actually. So I might actually make like I said, I've got a little loaf tin, so that probably might be right, actually. Yeah, you've probably been hearing in the background Stephen's actually watching the rest of Raw, so there we go, look at that. Go right to the edge. There we go, look at that. Doesn't that look nice? Somehow I don't think this will be for Ben, somehow I think Sam will probably want some as well. I know Stephenson, he wants a little bit of it, so we'll probably end up having this pudding tonight or something, probably. But anyway, yes, get on with doing the rest of this little cake. There is my tray bake all decorated and stuff like that. Like I said, it didn't rise much at all, really, but again, that'd be absolutely fine with a bit of cream. Yeah, Steve just comes in, oh, that looks nice. So he said he wants a slice of pudding, so I guarantee that probably won't last as long. But again, like I said, I'm quite happy to take up my baking again and bake for us once or twice a week. And so as long as it gets eaten, that's all that matters. And like I said, it'll probably save us a little bit as well on keep buying cakes and biscuits and stuff all the time. But yeah, like I said, I'll let you know how that looks later, well, how it tastes later on as well. The only thing is, we're going to have to put it in the tub or something like that, because if Ben comes in, he'll just grab the whole lot straight away. So yeah, I'll probably colour it up now. I've got one of those little airtight container things. I'll stick it. So yeah, you can see the boys are home from school. How was school, sweetheart?
Really good.
I believe you've done something special in swimming today, haven't you?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Swam.
You swam for a few seconds without anything, didn't you?
Well done.
Well done. See, I told you you wouldn't hurt yourself, didn't I? Because it's always been a confidence thing with Sammy. Because obviously he could swim before, but then he had some sort of accident in the pool that stopped his confidence, so we had to go back to basics. But yeah, well done then, sweetheart. So that's what happens when you can swim for a few seconds by yourself, can't you? I promise you, when we go to Butlins, we'll be swimming quite a lot and stuff, won't we? And also in the holidays, we'll take you swimming, yeah? We'll take you to fun and thrilling waves and sessions like we like, yeah? But anyway, apart from swimming, what else have you done today?
Just been
What have you done? What have you done? You done, see, I know you done swimming, haven't you? You done breaststroke as well, didn't you? So, but did Tracy come and help you?
No.
Did she come and help you today? Or did she help you yesterday?
Wednesday.
Oh, she'll come in. Oh, yeah, yesterday then. I thought she'd come in on Thursday to help you, but anyway, at least and what was school doing today?
School doing today was toad in the hole.
Yeah, toad in the hole. Oh, that's what we're going to do for tea. I'll have to find something else for tea. Then you've had toad in the hole. But yeah, so at least you've had a good day, haven't you? I'm not too quite sure about Ben because they've left his diary, haven't they, at school? Was it in his school bag and stuff like that? But he seems to come home happy. He's just tucking into his lentil things. But yeah, so I'm glad they sent him to school in their shorts and t-shirt, because obviously when we got up this morning it was raining and we're going to put them in their jogging bottoms. But it's gone quite muggy this afternoon, hasn't it? It's gone really, really muggy. Oh, by the way, Sam, you seen that cake that Mummy's made? Yeah, so we can have that for pudding if you want some. And then whatever's left we'll put in Ben's tub for him. So, yes, Ben, Mummy's made you a cake. Mummy's made you a cake. Yeah. So, yeah, Mummy made you a cake.
Well then, that brings Thursday to a close yet again. And Cheryl just reminded me of something. She can't believe we've been back from Disney nearly a month now. Where has that time gone, eh?
It feels like yesterday now.
Yeah, almost a month. What we're looking at? A month on Sunday, it was the 2nd. Yeah, we come back on the 2nd, didn't we?
Come back on the 2nd of June.
Yeah, so on Sunday it's going to be a month. It just doesn't feel like it was 5 minutes ago.
It doesn't, does it?
Oh, what is wrong with this year and time slipping by so fast, eh?
There you go, just come on here. City are hopeful of breaking £700 million revenue barrier.
Boring.
Looks like they're prepared to pay £700 million for a football player.
More money than sense, I tell you. It's like half of these Chelsea players going over to the Middle East, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Chelsea's lost half of their squad now. They've gone over to the Middle East.
Don't follow football. I don't care.
It's just too much money in that game. It really is. No, it's becoming more about the money than it is the actual game now. I remember when football used to be about the love of the game, but now it's just
money.
Yeah.
They say money talks, but does money actually buy you happiness?
No, it's the worst thing in life, you know. You can have it and it will make you happy, or and it might not make you happy, eh?
Exactly, yeah. As I said, it could buy you happiness, you know. You could probably
It's
buy
the
anything you want.
Everyone on here will agree with me, it's the most stressful thing to worry about. Isn't it?
Yeah,
it doesn't matter if you've got mortgages to pay and all these interest rates changing and going up and down like a yo-yo. Makes you wonder who's profiteering off this, guys, because, you know, someone is. Someone definitely is profiteering off of all this.
It makes you wonder, it does actually, really, really does.
Yeah, it's like all the supermarkets and Tesco's and Sainsbury's and everyone else, you know, they are definitely profiteering off all these club card prices. There's something's not right about them, because, you know, they can easily jack up the price and pretend, oh look how cheap this looks, when it's not.
We watched, was it a documentary on Channel 4 about all these club card prices? About a couple of weeks before they go on, they put the prices up so they can get the extra money for a couple of weeks, and they reduced it back down to the same price what it was in the first place. I can't remember what programme it was. We definitely watched it, didn't we?
Yeah.
And I can't think what it was.
And the cost of fuel's starting to creep up again, I've noticed.
That's probably because it's Silverstone.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah, that's going to be fun and games next week, isn't it?
Have all the racing teams come in.
Yeah, trouble is our local racing team aren't doing that great at the moment. They had all those years of constantly winning, and now they can't hardly win a season now. What was this, the 3rd season now? They've hardly won a race at the moment.
I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
But anyway, was that cake nice?
Yeah, it was alright. Cake's a cake.
Benson tweeted it, didn't they?
Yeah.
Ben lapped it up.
It'd be nice to make a few more things like that, because if you make something in bulk, it lasts longer.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Rather than...
Well, it's had to go in the fridge because you put something on there what's going to melt, so...
I put the chocolate frosting on there because we didn't have no icing.
Yeah, but that'll easily melt, won't it, if you leave it out?
It will do, wouldn't it? But nice. At least like the icing will set on there.
Yeah, so then, SGFAM, yeah, brand new furniture day today, yeah.
Oh yeah. Got a new table.
Got a brand new
kitchen
table that arrived, ordered this from IKEA. Yeah, I can't go wrong with IKEA furniture, I just really cannot. Yeah, I've got a brand new TV unit to set up in there as well next week as well, so we're going to have a big massive...
You wouldn't let me go to IKEA because she said I spend too long in there.
If you went to IKEA, I need a truck.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know, but the thing is, saying that though, we saw what we liked online, didn't we, anyway, so... But
Thing
yeah.
is, this dining table we've got here, kitchen table, whatever you want to call it, it's basically had its day because Ben's broke 3-4 chairs, isn't he?
Put 3 or 4 chairs on
Yeah.
there and stuff like that.
Sammy's messed up quite a few of the chairs, and I haven't got a clue how to clean bases like that, what are on them.
I know. Thing is, you can tell it's by it. Look, it's basically fit for the bin now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we've had that, what,
Years.
ages now.
We've had it ages, haven't we?
Quite a lot of things we've had ages in here now.
Yeah, haven't we? So.
Well, anyway, yeah, so next week, as we go into July, it's 4th of July, so anyone that's watching from over in the States, happy 4th of July over there, it's Independence Day.
It's also Mum and Dad's wedding anniversary one day next week. I can't remember what day it is.
Is it 1st of July, is it Saturday?
Was it the 2nd?
What?
Is it the 1st or is it the 2nd?
Well, they'll have to tell you that their own daughter can't remember their own wedding anniversary.
I know. Yeah, I know it's the 1st or the 2nd, but I can't remember exactly what day it is.
Yeah, and as you saw last night, SGFAM, yeah, Butlins is on its way again, yeah. I'm sure that this time it's going to be the last trip we ever do to Butlins because next year is looking almost identical, the same stuff again. Yeah, I'm not really keen on it this year because I know how bad the queues are going to be, especially for Stephen Mulhern and watching the Masked Singer. Yeah, it's just not going to be on the same level anymore as it used to be.
Not especially how Disney was, you know what I mean? Disney
I'm not
was-
really worrying about Disney show. It's the fact is that Butlins has changed
It
since we
has.
first started going when the kids were little.
It has really changed that
Yeah.
much. That's what I'm trying to say, but how magical Disney was, I don't get me wrong, I know it's coming nice having the beach holiday because Ben loves the beach and things like that, but what I'm trying to say
No,
is...
it could be blimmin' raining all week.
I know, it's not going to live up to the expectations, does that make sense?
Yeah, trouble is Butlins is at its day, you know. I'm just...
It has actually, to be honest with you.
Thing is, you know, when you get your passports, you know, the world's your oyster now because I'm really considering other things now in the future.
I am, definitely.
You know, you only live once in this world and if you don't see things, you never will.
You know where I'd like to go back to?
Where?
I'd like to go back to Ireland.
What do I want to go around Ireland for?
I want to go to Sligo.
What is there to do there?
That's where Wesley come from.
And?
I know, but they've got some really nice beaches and stuff in Ireland. It's been years since the only place I went to Ireland was Dublin. That's when I saw that's when I saw Boyzone at the Point. I don't think it's even called the Point Depot now, actually.
Yeah, anyway, so, you know, I would love to do other things, you know, start even visiting my second home of Malta as well. Because Malta is part of me, isn't it, really?
It is, really,
Part Maltese,
yeah.
part
I remember,
English.
like I said, they're really quite surprised. When you said you were Maltese, I was really quite, when we first met, I was really quite surprised you never went out to Malta, actually, to be honest with you.
My dad didn't want to do anything with us when we were little. You know, I didn't even have a holiday. I didn't have nothing.
No.
Didn't let to go on school trips. I wasn't allowed to do this. Wasn't allowed to do that.
You said you wouldn't allow friends over.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed anything. So anyone that judges me for doing more with my kids, then, you know, my life when I was young was bad. Absolutely bad.
You didn't even celebrate Christmas, did you? I remember. I
No,
always
he wouldn't
remember,
put up Christmas decorations either.
I always remember that first year we moved in together for Christmas. You said, right, I want to do this, I want to do that. It's like you was a big kid.
Yeah.
But
Cheryl came along, you know, that was a big change, you know. I love her so much after 23 years.
I know, 23 years for me to be
Yeah. We're going to be married 15 years next year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it next year or is it this year?
Next year.
Yeah.
You can't believe how long we've been married now.
Thing is, I want to do something for us, but
I do. I
you
don't
know,
know what we're going to do yet.
there's just never no proper outcome to do things, you know. Anyway, baffled on too much, but anyway, like the video, comment down below, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you tomorrow for Friday. Yeah,
Friday.
I'll get Saturday on the brain already.
Yeah.
Yeah, Friday. Yeah, see you tomorrow for Friday. Bye everyone.